Welcome to News and What We Choose with Danielle and Dami.
Have a seat, get the news, and come hang with us.
Whoop.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
I was like, wait, where's my thing? I done moved it over here.
Hey,
Cheers.
guess what? It's Wednesday. Cheers.
Whiskey Wednesday to you.
Ooh, what are you drinking? That's so cute.
Water. But since you're having whiskey, I know after this I'm gonna lay down. And I decided to whip out my Sunday scaries, even though it's a Wednesday. So
What is it?
I it has L-theanine and THC.
Whoa, she's getting crazy.
I took a quarter of one, so careful. I mean, granted, at that for me, I had this conversation with my cousin, and I was like, so these ones are 10 milligrams,
Mm.
a quarter is 2.5 milligram. Even at that level, it's either I get paranoid or I get sleepy.
Oh no.
I can take it and go like run errands.
No, yeah. I don't
I don't publicly go in the world like I can't do that.
know. Yeah.
Whereas
I,
like people can. I can't even like I remember going to movies and being like, I'm too high for this. I
Mhm.
have to pee, but I feel like I'll fall down the stairs.
Man, I can't function at all with any kind of THC. It's just not for me.
Me
And
either.
I'm glad because I feel like there's people I know and people like in my family who like will smoke, and I feel like it makes them the opposite, or like not just smoke, but like they'll be, um, and I think that it gives them like massive anxiety, and it's like that has the opposite effect of what
Yeah.
they're like actually going for. Actually, very much like think that people who have anxiety to start with should not should not do it. Don't do it,
I once
stoners.
knew I once knew someone who depended on it, woke up immediately would partake on lunch breaks, partake after work, partake all the time.
Yeah.
And legitimately, they were the worst candidate because it could be really dangerous for people who have mental
Hmm.
disorders. So be careful. Not
Yep.
trying to like soapbox or anything, just like be mindful of that. Like sometimes people use it for self-medication when they shouldn't take that type of medication.
I think like anyone who's listening is probably old enough to know like what's going on in your life and how you're feeling it. But just my 2 cents is, and your 2 cents too. If you have anxiety, probably not for you. Yeah.
Nope.
Try ashwagandha.
There
Um,
you go. Or L-theanine. Like the
yeah.
one ingredient in this, just not the other ingredient.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Um, so what have you been up to, milady?
Well, milady. I was gonna be like, my dude. Just another, I think since we last cheers, movie nights, really, and I'll talk about this later, but like really just kind of scouring the Halloween collections that start popping up on like HBO, Disney Plus, all the things. So I like that they do that segmentation where if you're looking for something like seasonal, you can go specifically to a spot versus having to like go through all of them and remember, like, I could have sworn there was something I usually watch around this time of year.
Yeah.
Um, been doing that, swim lessons for the fella. Had an issue with he's a glasses wearer now, but he's broken his glasses twice already.
Oh
So
no.
I've had to super glue these little bit babies.
Oh no. I'm surprised they don't make them really flexy.
One would think these things are
Yeah.
like hard as a rock. So I think I'm gonna get him a second pair probably after the trip.
Yeah.
Um, and probably have as like do you guys have flexible frames?
Yeah.
Because what he was doing is when kids naturally put on glasses, I don't know if your kids do this, do they like pull the bars out to put them
Yeah, they
on?
sure do.
That's what happened the first spot.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they didn't like make that like a selling point for you too. Wait.
Yeah, I definitely need I found another because I have his prescription, so I don't technically have to go to the same place I did. Oh, these
Yeah.
are cute. I probably since he already has hold
Purple,
on.
right?
He already has bluish purple. Like yeah, they're blue on the front and purple on the sides. The black ones are so cute. I think he probably like the dark blue.
Oh my God, these are so cute. Do you see the flexi like it's called Yes Glasses. We don't know anything about this brand. We're sorry, but we're just like
No.
shopping. But look at how cool the sides of them look. It looks like it's specifically made so that the kids can like kind of yank
Pull
them
them out.
as
Yeah.
they will. Oh, they're so look at the pictures of the kiddos.
Oh my
Adorable.
God. I'll totally include a link in the description because these are adorable. So if your kids are vision impaired like my eldest,
Oh,
these may
wait,
be
someone just ordered, said we love these glasses and have now ordered 3 pairs of the
they're only
same. They're real cheap too.
well, it says 55 with high index lenses included. That is so
Oh,
cheap.
yeah.
Oh my
Heck
God.
yeah.
Well,
Okay.
sweet score. Yeah, because I I get it. Kids are not going to be as gentle with glasses as adults will be.
No.
But I'm like, dude, you've had your glasses for a week. I should not have to repair them twice already. But other than that, we did do something fun. We did the old school way of back to school shopping, which means walking into a physical store and actually letting them choose things they wanted. I feel like holding up a phone and being like, do you like this or that? And they point to on the screen. It's just not the same thing. So we went to Old Navy and so fun. So fun because like they got excited about things and then like I'd have to check if they had the size and like, oh, they don't have this, but they have this one. Oh yeah, I get this one. And then they'll like choose the favorite color and it was just a fun experience. So I had such a hoot. Such a hoot.
Oh,
And
fun.
and then of course we went to another Spirit. So we've already been to three different locations.
Oh my God. Your spirit's #1 fan.
Truly. No, the scalpers are because they're the ones buying up all the blind boxes. So by the time we go, I went on the day they open and half the blind boxes were gone because people, scalpers are just taking them all and reselling them online for like $100,
Oh, wow. How much are they normally? I don't even know what they are.
$20.
What's in them? Like,
They're
I mean,
like, it's kind of like this. So blind bags or the blind boxes are like different themes. So you can get the ones that are the pumpkin, the ones that are like horror movie ones, like these. But they're the
oh,
ones that have like they're like Labubus basically that have like the
mhm.
the hanger thingy right here that you can put like on your bag.
Yeah.
They have ghost face ones that are literally non-existent because scalpers are just buying every single case and just reselling them online.
Interesting. Always,
Yeah.
always a bunch of opportunists.
Oh, well, that's what happened. So, there was a Nightmare Before Christmas drop at Bath and Body Works. I always want to say Bed Bath and Beyond, but I'm like, which one is it? It's Bath and Body Works. So they had a Nightmare Before Christmas drop 2 days ago. Scalpers bought everything.
Damn.
Like they
That's
have videos of people lining up at 5 a.m. and like tripping over each other for a
I
hand sanitizer.
never understand like things like that. Also, I was at Five Below a couple
I
months
love
ago,
that place.
and they only allow you to buy, I think it was like 2 squishies,
Uh-huh.
like the little sparkly squishies, and I'm not quite sure why. Are people reselling those, or are they
That's yeah. They have lit signs at Spirit limit one Nito per person because people are buying cases.
Jesus?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised I got my water bottle because apparently this one's a hot commodity this year.
Yeah, that's very cute.
It's so freaking cute. So if you're not watching, it's actually the mayor from speaking of, but this is from Spirit, but it's the mayor from Nightmare Before Christmas, and it has the reversible faces
It seems like, I mean, like I type in sparkly squishies and things are coming up. So why,
because
where?
it's certain brands.
Oh, I should
It's
like know these brands because
it's
I love
probably the Nido, so Needoh.
interesting. See, it's so like you know this world. How do you know this world?
Because my kids love unboxing videos. So there's literally people call them Nido dealers instead of
No,
drug
my.
dealers, it's Nido dealers because like there's people that will literally buy things up and like get them for their mom friends and stuff.
Mhm.
It's crazy. The world out there is nuts for like
Oh,
squishies.
Neatos. I have
Hmm
seen these. Okay.
The
Gosh.
texture is really cool. Um, but if you drop it on the ground, it gets gross. So I'm like,
Yeah.
I only had one for forest. I got one that had like the stingray inside of it.
Mhm.
Dropped on the ground, covered in hair.
Just I got like a big squishy baby. And a couple, yeah, it wasn't a Nido, but it was like from Five Below. It was like just like a little human baby that was all blue and sparkly and squishy. And then two little aliens, no clue on the brand. And there was like something else that was like equally weird. I think it just was like a in the shape of a egg or something. Like,
The egg ones are cool. You should go to Five Below now because they have all the Halloween stuff out.
that's a good point.
Mhm.
We'll actually have to go that way. Um, Anything else? Any other
Other than
fun?
that, just keeping up with my ladder workouts. And let me tell you, doing a ladder workout the day of your period sucks such a large ball sack because it was so bad. I had to do the Superman where you're like literally laying on your stomach and then you have to like lift your back up and you're putting all the pressure on your stomach. I was like, I can't do this. I have to do a modified version because it literally feels like I'm like punishing my uterus.
Good for you for even doing it. I feel like I haven't worked out in a good 2 or 3 weeks. I
Dude, these
was
ladder
like,
works,
hey, I feel soft. I was like, what is happening?
no, these ladder workouts, I'm telling you, I'm like addicted because like I tell you, or I told you last week, they tell you as like throughout your day and they don't like they won't leave you alone.
Good.
And it's awesome because I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. I gotta get it. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Highly recommend still. But other than that, no, nothing. What are you doing? What you been doing?
Um, we had some school functions. So the boys are going to start school in about a week, and we
Same.
had to parent time because we have jobs and committees that we have to participate in. And it was cool though. Like we got to meet, we were in a like kind of like all new parents class for the day. It lasted from like 10 to 3.
Oh,
And
damn.
yeah, we like got to meet some really cool people and like share like who we are, what we're looking forward to, what we're nervous about. Um, and what was really cool was there. So this is a co-op that I believe it started in the late 40s.
Hmm.
And it was somewhere else. It was like in a different location. Then they moved, I believe, in the 80s to this spot. And don't quote me on this. But anyway, so the guy, there was a one of the dads is joining like the new parents group. But he's actually has two other kids who have done it. They're out of it. They're grown up. But he also went to Peter Pan Co-op, and his dad or his grandpa, someone in his family found this house to like to purchase, rent, I don't know, for the co-op. So it just like it was so cool. That particular like history and like such a good, I don't know, like testament to the school and like the community that it builds. So I'm really excited for the boys. They're gonna have a blast. And it was kind of that. And then it's been very overcast here.
Jealous.
So I've well, it like it's kind of one of those true like late summer kind of vibes where like it's tricks you. Um,
Mm.
where like you're like, is it fall? And then 2 p.m. hits and you're like dying. Um, yeah.
You're like wearing a light sweater and then all of a sudden you're like, now I'm sweating under my
Yeah, like
sweater.
you have to dress appropriately. So now I know like, okay, this is the formula for that. But I have been like in fall mode, even though I'm like, this is where I start willing fall to come too, because I'm like, I
Atta
prefer
girl.
that it's 80 degrees outside right now. And I made a homemade pumpkin spice syrup for coffee, but we've used it in yogurt and I used it in my cocktail that I apparently inhaled. And it came out so good. And I also
Good.
feel chilly and I feel like little like Susie homemaker. Oh,
Also, very fall.
very fall.
Chili
Yeah.
always makes me think fall because I never make a chili in the summer.
No,
I never
you
make a chili in the
absolutely
spring.
not. Actually, I think I did make a chili in the summer. So my mom has discovered that I can make chili, and she is obsessed. She's my biggest chili fan. Although this chili, I kind of was like doing it very quickly, and then Charlie came by and he was like, "It's a little watery." And I was
Oh.
like,
You know, you can
"Really?"
add a little like can cornstarch.
No, you just like you turn up the heat and take the top off. I just like I normally let it go for a while, but I felt like I had the boys kind of running crazy and it was like already dinner time, so I like was going fast and didn't get to like sit and come down. So anyways, it came out really good, but yeah, I'm in fall mode. I'm like lighting candles. I'm like, okay, what are we gonna be for Halloween? I better start paper macheing. Like,
I am so thrilled.
so
Do
welcome.
you know what you're going to be for Halloween, or do you not want to share that online yet?
Um, I am 98% sure we know. Um, I'm not going to share it
I was
here.
going to say, would you like to share with the class?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to share it here, but if I can pull this off and actually like start yesterday,
Oh, you have to
um,
like make it.
I'm gonna have to make it. Yeah, there's no way that
Mm.
it's available. And even if it was, I feel like it wouldn't have the same feel because it's based off of books. And I feel like it has that vibe anyways of like, kind of homemade but without being homemade. So anyways, I'll tell you offline. I'm sure
I
you're
have like three top ideas that are floating in my brain because like my kids are both like very into wanting to read books like all the time now because of like they're both learning how to read. Um, so we've had an assortment, if you will.
I messaged you.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God, I loved that cartoon.
Yeah.
Ah, that's going to
So,
confuse more people.
yep. Anyways, let's go into this is a quick, we
Yeah.
think we're going to be yapping a little bit more here because we're keeping it kind of lighter because I think some of what we choose is going to be probably heavier.
Yeah.
And also like the quick turnaround from us recording on Friday to now Wednesdays. But will you bring us into what the fuck Trump news?
Yes, I'd like to bring you back to 2017. That's
Ooh.
right, ladies and gents. So Brittany actually sent this to me and I was like, shut the fuck up. And I was like, oh, it's real. So have you seen the movie B movie? The animated
Yeah,
B
yeah,
movie
yeah.
from 2007?
I sure have with Seinfeld.
Yes.
Yes.
So someone put a side by side and said, uh, this is real. This is an AI. So Donald Trump's inaugural address from 2017 ripped off Barry B. Benson from the Bee movie in
No.
2007. Barry B. Benson, we are one colony, and their pain is our pain. Their dreams are our dreams, and their success will be our success. We share one heart, one hive, one glorious destiny. Now, let's take it to 2017. Donald Trump. We are one nation, and their pain is our pain. Their dreams are our dreams, and their success will be our success. We share one heart, one home, and one glorious destiny. He only switched out colony for nation and hive for home.
That is so embarrassing. Why? Well, we can't be surprised, but wow,
No.
good. Yeah, that
And
makes
also, he was just like blabbing up on the front driveway, I guess, today. Like, people literally are like, what is he saying? Like, no one could, he was incoherent.
Oh
So,
no.
I don't know, man, but yeah, that was a quick one because yeah, like you said, there's some stuff, some
hmm
updates. Let's
hmm
go into, I guess let's start here with what we choose. Unfortunately, some very, very sad news transpired the last couple days. Hayden Panettiere, she passed away at way too young of an age of 36.
Yeah.
Um, of course, she just literally we talked about it. She just wrote the memoir, came out with all those things. There were some salacious items in her book, so of course the conspiracy theorists, had their wheels a spinning. At this point, we just know she was struggling and unfortunately overdosed.
hmm
as of right now. So if we have any additional information, obviously we'll share it, but rest in peace to her. I watched Scream 4 because I loved her as Kirby. And I love Raising Helen, so I think I need to give that a watch too. But I just did a Nashville rewatch last year, and it's just
Yeah.
it's so sad. Too
Hmm.
young. Too
Yeah.
young. What was your favorite movie or show that you can recall that
I
you liked of
guess
hers?
Lost, just like where I know her from.
Lost.
No, not Lost. Which one am I thinking of?
I was like, she was in Lost.
Oh no, the superhero ones.
Oh, Heroes.
Heroes. Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
Sorry. And yeah, I just always thought she was like just super cute. And obviously like very sad to hear about her struggles with postpartum. So
Yeah.
oddly timing, like the timing on that is really interesting. I think like clearly we have an issue here in
Yeah.
this um that talking about it is so taboo. I know that we've also, I was thinking about this week after hearing about her passing, how we've talked about our own struggles, my
Mhm.
own struggles with postpartum. And not that I was ever like struggling to that extent, but I think we all can like, and I said this last time, like we all can kind of like see that struggle and like identify with like some parts of those and knowing like how hard it is and how hard it is to like get proper help.
Yeah.
Um and I think this is just like the same, like it's like the same thing, right? Like someone who has been struggling and then on top of that was a child actor. Like that's just it's insane. The odds were stacked against her and I just like feel like he needed she probably needed more support and help.
And I think that speaking of her postpartum, which led her to give her child's father full custody and live in Russia with her father, to give up her daughter, wasn't a simple feat. Like she didn't just like sign over easy breezy. She knew that it was for the best interest of the child. So that was like the most selfless thing that she could have done. But he did a fantastic, I feel like very respectful statement. And he literally said, I will make sure the memory of Hayden is always filled with love in any story I share with our daughter and respect always. So I think he really did have a good ground force, I think, in terms of like how they co-parented and stuff. Because it's not really co-parenting in a way like they weren't sharing custody. It was a matter of like she always FaceTimed her daughter. She was very like she was involved, but knew like she was in the best place she could be in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
absolutely.
only thing that was very disheartening is her estranged mother had to make a statement and felt it was necessary to make an awful statement. So I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but she's just it, and I'll put the link so you can read the whole thing. But the way she spoke about her daughter, like literally the day after she passed,
Mm-hmm.
Hayden sadly lost her way. And I wish it were different. I wish she had stayed true to herself because she had definitely had many attributes or incredible attributes. Um, her father and I have been concerned for a very long time about Brian, which that goes into obviously like some of the conspiracy theories because
Yeah.
she was in the presence of Brian and that's her ex-boyfriend who she had a restraining order against, and it just had dropped like a month ago from what
Mm-hmm.
I read, and his brother was there too. They
Oh.
apparently found her at like 2 o'clock. They were sleeping at 2 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
in the afternoon.
I guess
Oh,
if you're like on
okay.
drugs, I guess.
He did an interview with TMZ the day after,
Mm-hmm.
and he was slurring like nobody's business. Like I tried to watch it, I couldn't even watch it.
Yeah. Oof.
It was bad. So I don't know. I just feel like, unfortunately, some people are surrounded with by leeches in a way. Her
Mm,
estranged mother, her ex-boyfriend. I feel like it maybe if certain people were in the picture, things could have ended up differently.
yeah, like the support system, that's what I'm saying. Like her support system just didn't seem um
Supportive.
that great. Yeah, supportive. Um, and yeah, I read the mom statement too. I just kind of felt like this is such an odd thing to say. Was she estranged from her dad too?
I don't think she had a good relationship with either of her parents, but I definitely know it was more publicized that she had no relationship with her mom.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like I was thinking too, just like about the Hollywood. I think did we just say that last? That was just last episode where we were talking about Hollywood
Hmm.
kids, right?
Yeah.
And just how crazy to put your kids in something so young. And I think something crazy like by the time she was 5, she was already like in like 100 different things or something insane like that. Like that's
That and she was like being left alone in places that she probably should not have been left alone in,
yeah.
and with
Awful.
people that were not looking out for her best interest.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
just so sad.
absolutely devastating. And, I don't know. Like,
I hope there wasn't foul play. I'm just gonna say that here. Like, of course, I'm not like flat earther conspiracy theorist, but I'm definitely open to the possibility of like there always being like there's something amiss here. I'm always kind of on that thought process, but I'm hoping that here, for the sake of just everything that she had already been through, that there wasn't foul play. I'm just like really hoping that's the case.
yeah. Yeah, of course.
So I do want to chat briefly because
Mhm,
this was something new that literally arose last night or this morning. I think it was this morning. Have you
mhm.
heard about the Penn State um, cocaine bust?
I have not had the privilege.
So a Penn State official said the school is horrified by the allegations that 14 are facing charges related to alleged cocaine ring at the Penn State fraternities.
Oh,
Give a moment for shock right
yeah.
here. Penn State fraternity members accused of cocaine trafficking in criminal case. 14 people have been charged, most of them current or former students. Two fraternities are also allegedly involved in a cocaine trafficking ring on Penn State property or campus. Charges were announced on Monday, so it did happen a couple days ago.
Yeah.
But basically, long and short of it, that apparently it wasn't just one fraternity. It started like, oh wait, this person's involved. Oh wait, this fraternity is also involved. Oh wait, this fraternity is also involved. So now it's a suspected ring.
Oh, good. That's fun. Keeping it classy over there. I see.
And if you scroll through, you can see booking photos for some of the students. I'm like,
Oh
really? This this
no.
this fella?
This
Okay,
guy
this guy?
wants to
Okay.
meet.
With his bouncy bangs.
God. No.
The cocaine was cut and packaged primarily at the Delta Upsilon and Sigma Chi fraternity houses. And yes, exactly the banks. And distributed mainly to Penn State University students. Keep it in house. Most of the payments were made in cash or via payment apps. There is the alleged ringleader, the bouncy bangs of the ring, he surrendered Tuesday, uh, and he is denied bail until further investigation. So
Feel
there's
like I could
that.
picture like one of those pink curlers like in his hair,
Or
right?
that big round brush, and then like spraying to all hell, like in the front.
Oh man.
Well,
That's a fun one. I love that one.
yeah, I
It's good.
wanted to cut it up a little bit, no pun intended.
Yeah.
uh, because we're going to dive into a couple updates from the Lindsay Clancy case. And I have to tell you right here,
Hmm.
I had a conversation with one of your friends for half an hour yesterday.
Oh, I was seeing the like notifications go
You're like,
and
what is this?
I was like, I hope we're all okay. And I was like, I hope it's not like an argument. And then I saw some other ones and I was like, okay, I think everything's good.
No, I would side message you if it was an argument. No, because like she commented like how, oh my God, this case is completely taking over my life. I literally talk to my husband about it all the time where he's like, okay, can we talk about something else now? And
I
I'm like,
really love her, by the way. She's really sweet.
I know she seems like it. And I'm just so glad that she also shares kind of interest in this. I have mindfully been like very aware of not looking anything up about this case until I'm done with work because I
Yeah.
know how easily it is to fall down a hole.
Yeah.
So I literally have no idea what happens until I'm like done with work and then I look and I see the highlights. So speaking of, these are
Hmm.
the highlights from the last like couple days. So Patrick's mother, Patrick, her yeah, Patrick's mother stood up for Lindsay in court, like actually for her side. And
Hmm.
then on the way out, she gave her a head nod. And literally was quoted saying she was begging for help. Like she was begging for help. She knew this. She knew this, but yet her son constantly left her alone with these kids when she was quite literally begging for help.
Yeah.
Then there was multiple occasions where she was literally turned away, and we talked about this last week. She was turned away, called, and they said that she wasn't a viable candidate for suicide prevention.
Yeah.
Like
Because she
it,
didn't have like a plan, like a
like if someone's reaching out for help, you're gonna tell them you're not a candidate for this. Bye.
it's kind of scary because we've actually talked on the podcast about like the defunding of some of these programs. We've
Yeah.
never talked about the like how are these programs run and are they efficient? Are they actually helpful? And that's because like you want to believe that like whoever is in charge is a capable and able person who has like the right uh, background and tools to like support someone who's going through that. Um, and by no means am I saying like defund them. They need to be funded, but like there are some inefficiencies and some
There's
really
some
happening.
in-house auditing that needs to be
Yeah.
taken place. I think, yeah, I think because there's a good point. Like, no, we're not saying like defund, defund. No,
Oh, God,
we're
no.
saying we need proper people to be overlooking these places and these support hotlines and shelters and all these things.
Doesn't it make you feel too like the same thing that I'm saying about like Hayden is like similar here is like there is a human element of like care that is very clearly missing. Like
Mhm.
the support there is very clearly missing. If your daughter-in-law, if your wife, if your friend, your sister, whoever is saying, I am struggling and I need help like it is that's like should become priority number one to like step in and get them help. It should be taken so seriously.
Because I feel like also a majority of the time, like I was guilty of it when I was doing it all solo while I was not solo. I very much like just would always fall in the no, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
When it's like if someone were to actually sit in front of me, they would probably look at me and be like, "Oh, she's not fine. She's
Yeah.
exhausted. She's working full time, watching two children, a newborn and a toddler by herself all day, every day. And yeah, she's not fine." Like obviously, I made it work. I figured it out. But trust me, I wouldn't have minded having some help.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um,
And
but
I don't think
she was
like
like,
and
well, no, I was saying she was like knocking on the metaphorical door asking for help and they were turning her away. That's like the biggest thing. It's like she was actually outwardly asking for help.
yeah. No, totally. And like I get like not everyone can stop their lives and give 100%. But like you said, she was trying so many different avenues, which just makes this like absolutely heartbreaking.
Yeah. Another thing that came out was also today. Today. It was after lunch, so it was around like they were supposed to return at 2 today.
Hmm.
They returned. Immediately everyone was sitting down. All of a sudden the judge stands up, and I'll include the video. The judge stands up and says, um, something has happened. This is not something we saw coming. We're going to need to join tomorrow morning. But of course, he had to say, do not speculate.
Ugh,
We're, do not speculate about what
what?
happened. He literally said, do not speculate about what happened. This says, do not hold it against either side, but we're going to have to ask you to leave and we'll see you tomorrow morning. And that was it. He just said, due to unforeseen circumstances, this is something that we did not, or he literally said, end quote, this is not something we saw coming. And it
Dang.
was dismissed for the rest of the day today.
Oh.
So, of course, everyone's like, and then the internet immediately started speculating.
Now I'm speculating about not speculating. Oh man.
I'm like, what happened?
As I go to the comments to speculate.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh my
Um,
God, what's gonna happen? This is a movie too.
dude,
Holy.
no, oh, okay, so who was the sister from Dexter?
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Yes. That's Deb.
no, it was like, yeah, Deborah Morgan. I saw something that was like the agent for Deborah Morgan is like, doing this thing with her hands, like, hell yeah. Like,
Somebody wrote could be just diarrhea. I don't think so. I don't think so because I think you would have to no, there's no way because you know as a judge that doing that is going to cause speculation,
a
even if you
thousand
say it, you
percent.
know it. So if you have diarrhea and you gotta go with the
It's
judge,
not diarrhea.
you're gonna
Um,
have to be like, I apologize. I'm feeling ill. I'll be right back. Like you like there's no way.
okay. So also someone made a good point in the comments. They're like, dude, this isn't something small because there was even an issue, like a tech issue that happened in one of the days during the week. And they still just paused for a minute to fix it to then be able to proceed. So it wasn't something that was just like fixable
Yeah.
or like, oh, we're gonna have to recess for another like hour to fix something. It was, nope, you're gone for the rest of the day. Bye.
Dang. I cannot wait to know.
God darn it. You did it again. You didn't tell me that I have my name thingy on.
Oh no. Well, don't
Uh,
don't draw attention to it.
well, I mean, it's happened the last, whatever, you know what I do. Um, but anyway, so that was another thing. But then the last thing also was the prosecution, Miss Bow Lady, the girl with the bows that's on the other side,
Mhm.
inadvertently may have helped Lindsay and her defense
Oh.
because she was on it was like a Zoom, uh, where she was talking to three people on their Zoom while she was in the trial. And she had asked a specific question about the method in which the children were unalived
Mhm.
and how it was done. And the woman, I'm waiting for the transcript to read, but the woman said, and you're not aware that there's been no testimony, no evidence, nothing showing that they were knotted and left there, correct? Woman said no. Um, so they weren't tied in a knot and left around their necks, according to any evidence. Is that correct? The person confirmed again, no. Then it pans into Patrick's when he was on the stand, his testimony, where he said he untied it with the knot.
Interesting.
So she confirmed, and this is hit
There's
the
no not.
there was no knot.
So you have her attorney, Nancy Clancy's attorney, Lindsay Clancy, why Nancy? Lindsay Clancy's attorney,
The
who
man.
yes, who is defending her, and then on the other side, who is it against? Is it against like the state? Like who is the other side?
I think it is so it's technically prosecution to basically defend if she is a criminal or if she was not mentally sane at this moment. Like it's to
Okay.
determine where she's basically going to go.
So maybe they are gunning for him, because like they don't owe it to protect him. So maybe they're trying to point out these flaws. I mean, honestly, this is a sick case. Like if you have any kind of inkling on that side, the prosecution side, that this isn't the person, and you want to like get him because you think like why isn't he being, why isn't he on trial? Then yeah, I would drop that shit too.
And you're not wrong because did you see this? What is it called? The person that does the stenographer?
Uh, yes, but I feel
The
like
one
it
that does the like in transcribes.
court, yeah, court,
She,
yeah.
I didn't think realized that she was in camera shot.
Mhm.
And so when the prosecution was talking, at one point she goes and rolls her eyes and puts her head back like Jesus Christ. But you could see her do it on the little on the camera.
We're all
Um,
there.
and then there was another part. So I have a couple of screenshots I want to just briefly go over. So very good research here. Seems like he was really milking the whole thing to parachute the entire heroic narrative, even if he really had no involvement in the tragedy. This is very suspicious to rent a new apartment the day before the crimes took place. He rented a new apartment in New York on January 23rd, 2023, the day before it transpired.
What? This is crazy.
And
How do
then
you?
someone laid it out, and this is big allegedly here. So they laid this out online. Mr. Reddington's statements, her attorney, Lindsay's, about Lindsay's guilt were necessary to force Patrick to testify, revealing his lies and creating reasonable doubt for the jury.
Hmm.
Because allegedly he was having an affair, which we all are kind of putting two and two together. He
Yeah.
moved in with his new now wife 4 months after the murders. You don't do that if you haven't already been in a relationship with her for a long time.
Like not only like you would be gutted. I like
Yeah.
we said this last week too. I wasn't even like because it's unimaginable about like losing your kids at all, but absolutely gutted on the floor. I'm not moving for the rest of my life, gutted
Mhm,
if they were unalived.
mhm,
All of them.
mhm.
That's insane. There's no way. Why would I be on a fucking dating app? That's insane. Why would I
No,
be looking for, or however they met?
no,
Like,
they met in person, remember? They met
oh
in
yeah, that's right.
person.
Like, there's no, why? Why would you do that?
Why
That's
are men
a
so
psychopath.
scared of just ending a relationship? Regardless if there's children involved, like why are men so scared of just being like, this isn't working out?
Yeah.
They'd rather go this far into this territory.
This is more than just men. This is like this is psychopath. This is insane. Honestly.
Well, and then I saw something else that said, if there was an intruder in your home blocking your way from getting to your children who are in the basement where they were found, and you are upstairs in your room, and if there's someone blocking your way from getting to your children, what's your next step? And then they're like, jump out the window to try to get down to the basement.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened? Out the window. And she went head first into the ground. When you're jumping out electively, you're not going to go head first.
Yeah. No.
So that's something. And I was like, interesting. And then the whole, of course, looking up the artery, like Googling where the artery was when she was a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
also suspect. And he, of course, like backtracked during his testimony, like, oh, well, I don't know. It might have been for me.
What? Oh my
Something
God.
like, well, like, because they're like, well, why was this Googled on from her computer or like from your computer? Just like, oh, well, she was probably looking it up. I don't know. It might have been for me. I don't know. Like, very dismissive, like, I don't know.
Holy boy.
So then
Listen.
this person, before we move to the next, but said he was having an affair. He plotted, he drugged her, made her crazy, killed their kids, tried to kill her, but she was able to survive. And he wasn't expecting that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, he convinced her that she did it, framed her, sent her to prison, and was in a new public relationship within 4 months. Like
That is
all
very,
of that,
that's a lot. That is a lot.
again, allegedly at the top, but.
No, like that's just oof.
It
Yeah.
doesn't feel comfy, guys. Like it's just like the more and more that come out, the more and more it's just like, well,
It looks really bad on this court system, on the court for putting her through this at the least first. Like, why her first? You know what I mean? Like, why did they drag? They didn't have all the pieces, is what I'm saying.
they're piecing it together in real time, I think, as we're like going through this.
And that happened in 2023.
Hmm.
So they've
And
had all of these facts and all of these things, like being able to watch, like, the people of interest for longer than we have.
ooh.
Yeah.
And also they got married maybe so quickly off after because they can't testify against each other. That's why we've never, and we talked about this last week, we have never seen her in court,
Yeah.
the girl, the new wife. Because
Mm-hmm.
then because you even made a good point too, and it was like Lindsay could have a visceral reaction to her, thinking like that's who I saw.
Yeah. Very creepy. Oh man.
Like this just makes me so uncomfy.
Yeah. My heart is going out to all the other women who are following along to this and literally having internal, like, visceral
Well,
reaction.
that and also I think it's some people pointed out they're like not me realizing this case was going to bring out some memories from postpartum that I completely blocked out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh no, it's made it reminding me of when I was in like the baby blues and how I had no support.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like reminding me of that. I was like, ugh, not a
Yeah.
good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thankful that there are women out there that do have a good support system because it's really important. You don't know what you're going to experience after. You really do not. You can't predict it. And it's like, that's the thing is like people are trying to villainize, like, well, oh, you would be very proud of my comment. It was one singular word. This man, of course, was in the comment section of one post that was like, so you're saying she just had a little baby blues and we're supposed to feel bad for her for killing her kids? And I responded with just. And
Right.
no joke, so many people were like. And I was like, yeah, they're all women who probably experienced the baby blues that he's like, so being like, oh, so you're saying that we should feel bad for her because she was a little sad. And then he then
Part of
said,
the problem.
he said there was nothing physical, no physical problems with her. So obviously he wasn't that abusive or something. Again, a man thinking it has to have a bruise or a cut or a scar for it to be abuse.
Yeah, not someone completely 110% relying on you to carry every single responsibility and burden that it takes to make, birth, raise three children, then have your hormones flip upside down and do a little twirly, then be put on 16 different medications. No, yeah, it's just totally normal. It's not fucking like you guys would never even be able to walk out the front door if you even knew what a fucking cramp is. So go fuck yourself. Like, seriously, women are doing, like, for every one thing a man is doing, I promise you there's a woman doing 10.
I agree. I agree. And men could never.
And listen, I love men. I'm raising men. I
Yeah.
want them to be amazing men. And there are amazing men in the world who do multiple things and carry multiple loads. And it is tough. I get it to be a man. But, like, yeah, don't shit on the women. Don't do it.
No. And the thing is, I think I've seen this a zillion times, and it's so true. The men who are triggered by all these women who are man haters or all these women who's perceived to like just hate men, all the men who are triggered are the problem.
Nah,
Men who are good don't give two fucks about women being man haters because they're
no.
confident in themselves. And they're also probably proud that an alleged man hater chose them because they're
I
clearly
mean,
good.
you guys, they know. They absolutely know. Like, talk to any man who, like, before he ever had a kid, and especially a daughter, he's probably like, oh my God, I hope I don't have a daughter, just like knowing what men are like. Like, whether you're a good one or not. Like, I have wonderful men in my life. Like my brothers are wonderful and they would never. So I'm not a man hater. I love men and I also want them to feel like empowered and like loved and appreciated. Of course, but we all should be. It shouldn't be
All.
like man and it should be like all of us should have the same respect, and kindness towards each other.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we do.
Emphasis on respect to each other.
Yeah, but women do carry a lot physically, like that we have to deal with that um men just don't. Just
Yeah. So if you are a man listening, because we do have those that listen,
fact.
um, give a woman in your give a woman in your life some flowers just to and tell her that you appreciate her.
Or bring her some tacos and a margarita. That is wonderful.
And hopefully you know her order if you're bringing her food. But yeah, aside from that, we'll keep you abreast in the new happenings. Highly recommend giving us a follow on Instagram because I am everything that I see up to date, I will put in our story. So there's a nothing will go missed. If you want to know the latest, it's there. There is also a podcast called Lindsay's. I have it in our story, but it's called Lindsay something, but it's literally gives the full breakdown of all the things, all the legalities, kind of dumbs it down too for like if you're not obviously into the lawyer speak, this what this is means and this is what this means. So give that a listen if you really want to like deep dive in there. I haven't done that because I can't again, can't let it engulf my life. But I do want to take a little reroute over to Good News for Seven because Maha Kristen from Marin County,
Oh,
she learned that teachers in her local area were the lowest paid in the county. So she personally wrote a check for $1 million, dollars, giving every teacher a $9,100 bonus.
wow. Very nice.
So, Maha Kristen of Marin County, you go, girl. And that right there shows you she's not a billionaire, but she's still donating money where people are in need. And it's not even like they're in need in a certain way. It's just she realized that people are underappreciated, speaking of, and she wanted to give them a little bit of what they deserve. They're
I
tr
love
teachers
that.
being the most underpaid in general are it's cuckoo bananas.
It
They're
really is.
teaching our future lawyers, our future doctors, our future, teachers themselves, and they're getting paid pennies.
Mm-hmm.
What's
Yep.
that all about, guys?
I don't know, but I agree 1,000%. That is the Lord's work. Oh my God. Like,
I'm disappointed in the fact that that hasn't changed. It's still such a thing. It was a thing when we were younger, like that teachers are so underpaid. It's still a thing. It's crazy town.
yeah, it should be addressed. It really
And they're
should.
protecting children from like guns and intruders and kidnappers. They're getting trained on all these things to protect the children, but they're getting severely underpaid. It's just, I, 1 plus 1 apparently does not equal 2 here. Like, what is this? I
We're in
don't,
the upside down.
maybe we are. It's
Yeah.
conspiracy corner. Do
Yep.
you think that in 2020 the world stopped and we are now in a completely parallel universe?
I mean, if we are, then I want to stop working.
I was like, can I stop paying rent and put that money towards travel if that's the
Yeah,
case?
like we're in the upside down, then I give up and I would like to just spend my days in the abyss how I would like to spend them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Um, should we jump into what we watched?
Yes. We both have short lists. So do you want to do or do you want me to?
Sure, I don't mind. So watching House of Stassi, as I mentioned last week, love it. We're getting in, so I'm slow watching this. This week was kind of like slow for me. Um, but I am getting to the part where they're going to the staycation home, and like that like they know that there's going to be drama, so I think that's really funny. Um,
Do you think Rob and Georgia hooked up?
1000%.
A
Yes.
thousand percent. And it's funny, a current episode of a podcast that Stassi was on, she legitimately, she goes, oh, they'll deny that until they're both dead. She's like, they will never admit to it. To this day, they still have not admitted to it. And the host goes, well, they totally did. And she goes, yeah, I believe it too.
Um, yeah, I think it was like, what did she say? Like the giveaway was like, I mean, I love you like a sister. Like it was just so awkward the way that he said it, and then she goes, "Ew."
Well, and then they had the hot mic where she's like, can I sit on your lap?
Oh my
And he
God.
said, yeah, but no one can find out or something, or find out about us.
That's weird. I feel like they should just like own it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just too, it makes it like more serious than what it probably is.
Well, I'm
Uh,
excited for you to get through the episode because yeah, that episode was juicy as fuck.
yeah, I can't wait. Okay, and then I'll say Euphoria, LOL is what I put here because we are real slow watching Euphoria. I think there's like times where I'm like, I don't want to watch it, and then like it'll get turned on and I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, they was a really good part. I don't think you stopped watching it, right? You didn't finish?
Yeah, I did.
You did finish.
I
Okay,
talked
well
about
then,
the end. I talked about the ending, and I think you took your earbuds out.
oh, maybe I did. I don't remember. But uh I'm at the part where like Rue gets buried in the sand and it's like just her like little head. So I'm left on a cliffhanger. So next episode will be the one where I figure it out, whatever happens. Um Love though that in that episode, uh oh, what's her name? What's the baddie's name? What's her name?
Maddie.
Maddie. Um that Maddie meets uh the black cowboy guy.
Oh my God, I haven't watched this show in so many months,
No,
and I'm
it's the
like, I
boss,
forgot their
Henry
characters.
Boss. Like that's really funny because I was
Alamo.
yes, I was thinking of like those parallels between them. And then she like goes back to like his club and she meets like his girls and then the two girls that she picks are like really like just kind of fun. So I kind of liked that. I thought that was fun. Anyways, okay. The show I wanted to talk about. Let me bring it up.
Which also I'm very excited about hearing about.
Yes. Okay, so on Disney Plus, it turns
Also, didn't know it was a show. I thought it was a movie.
yeah, show.
Oh,
So it's a superhero show that hates superheroes. Based on the DC comic Green Lantern. Lanterns follows new recruit John Stewart and Lantern legend Hal
ah.
Jordan. These two intergalactic cops are drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland. Um, Aaron Pierre who plays John Stewart, the basically backup Green Lantern. Wonderful. Oh my God, he's so beautiful. Like that, beautiful.
The older
Also,
fella?
no,
Oh.
Aaron Pierre. What's up, Aaron Pierre?
Oh, wow. He has pretty
Oh, wait,
eyes.
maybe I'm doing this backwards though. No, I am. I'm sorry.
John Stewart, and mind you, immediately I thought of John Stewart, the host. So I was like,
Yeah,
that's why I think I was like, oh, so the older guy.
that's his real name. But also Nathan Fillion is in that. I haven't gotten to that part, but I love that guy.
Who?
Nathan
Oh, shut up. That guy.
Castle. Did you ever watch Castle?
No.
That show. And then Kelly McDonald, who is in Boardwalk Empire, is in that show.
That's also a show I've never watched.
Oh, that's a great show.
That's on my list. That
Yeah.
one, and I'm gonna say this one too. I've never seen Sopranos, and that's on my list
Oh,
too.
I've seen a good chunk of Sopranos. I didn't never finish, but that's like, yeah, I should probably finish that one. Uh, Porna, Porna plays Porna Jagannathan. What is she in? She's in a couple different shows, and she's actually been in Never Have I Ever. She plays the mom.
I haven't watched that.
Oh, that's so cute.
Oh, she was also in Big Little Lies.
And Better Call Saul. Um, she's a firecracker. So, yeah, she's
I love her in real life.
gorgeous. Anyways, I just saw like an episode and a half, and I love it. I'll probably watch another episode tonight.
Dude, I'm
Uh,
totally watching this.
yeah, it's good. It's good, good, good.
I didn't realize that it was based off the Green Lanterns.
hmm
Um,
And
yeah,
yeah, that's all I watched so far. I've been reading my book. I'm almost done. I think I might have like an hour and a half, so we're almost there. So we'll definitely do an episode of books.
yeah, we'll have to do an episode next week. I'll be done with my portions then by then, now that I know how far you are. I actually paused because I was like, oh, I don't have to rush through it. I'll wait. And then I just haven't jumped back in. But I'm excited for that
Much.
episode.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for the episode because I found out casting news of the book I'm reading. So I found
Ooh,
out like who's playing certain characters. So I'm like, ooh, that makes it exciting.
what book are
Um,
you? Sorry.
Housemaid's Secret.
Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
Um, I am still balls deep in Vampire Diaries. So I literally got through all of I wrote this note, I think on Monday. I'm no longer on season 4. I'm on season 5. And these are like old school, back in the day, 22 episode seasons,
Yep.
not our measly 8 episode seasons of every show we watch now.
Yeah, but I think that's also because they were on like CW, and I feel like CW does that. I don't know if the CW isn't even around anymore, but like
Is it not?
I have no idea. I'm just
Oh,
assuming.
oh,
I'm not
girl.
around CW anymore. But
I'm
like
not. I don't cannot remember the. I think no, Gossip Girl. There was other shows after Gossip Girl, but I definitely was Gossip Girl. All
Mhm.
those type of shows. I never watched Supernatural, which shocks a lot of people.
That is shocking. I've tried to watch Supernatural and I kind of do
I
want to get into it. I really want to.
freaking Brittany used to have literally like weekly watches with Danielle, like back in the day, because they were both like nerds about that show. But anyway, so yeah, I'm in the college years now of Vampire Diaries, and it's like a whole new world to me because I'm like, apparently I did not religiously watch the show. It was like I remember the first and the second season and maybe like halfway through the third, and all of a sudden I just dropped off. And
Mhm.
then songs start coming in that I'm like, oh, I knew that time period. Yeah, I was not watching TV. I was like out partying. I
Yeah.
wasn't watching Vampire Diaries at home every week. No, I remember that song because it was like, um, dun, dun, your heart is beating like a hammer. Like that song from like the dancing days of just going to like clubs and stuff literally was in the opening scene of like one of the episodes. I was like, oh, I know this time period. That's why I've never watched these episodes. So, highly recommend giving it a watch because it is really good for the fact that every episode was actually important. It wasn't one of those filler episodes like the OC where like
No.
Ryan randomly like decided he was going to play soccer and then you never heard about it again. Like every episode of this show is important to this story.
Yeah, I
So,
agree.
but yeah, I'm loving it. And then, like I said earlier, I did watch Scream 4 because Hayden Panettiere was Kirby and she was such a good character. So I watched that. And then I talked earlier on about the Halloween collections. So for the kids' sake, I have been making my way downtown, walking fast. She just passed and I'm homebound. I totally butchered that, but the Halloween collection on Disney Plus is really good. So if you go to search, scroll all the way down, collections, there's a Halloween collection that will literally have movies, shorts, and the Halloween episodes too.
hmm
So we watched a couple Halloween episodes of Bob's Burgers, and I was like, that show is so good. I never really got into it, but I was like, that show is so good. And it's like the adult elements of the jokes go right on over the kids' heads. So it's like I can enjoy it. But last but not least, I didn't watch this, but it's kind of in show news. Announced today, a few hours ago, actually, Sons of Anarchy spinoff is ordered with Charlie Hunnam returning
Oh,
and the
oh.
original cast. Did you ever watch the show?
I did not.
Can I
No.
say something that may spoil everything for you?
Sure. Yeah, I don't care.
So the reason why this was a shock is because Charlie Hunnam died at the end of Sons of Anarchy. Well, if you look at what the show is about, so they're bringing back old players, like people you're like, wait, this person died. So you're
Yeah.
thinking like, oh, in flashbacks.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
What they'll be doing. is it's considered a meta thriller.
Mhm.
The limited series called Legends, with the
Wow.
entirety of the cast coming back, will
Uh-huh.
reunite as fictionalized versions of themselves.
So
So
it'd
it's
be like another universe, basically.
where it takes place that they get back together, all of them together, at
Mhm.
like a fan con, Comic Con style event.
That is
And
hilarious.
then something happens where they all have to band forces and use the skills they once learned on Sons of Anarchy. And I'm like, that sounds awful. What? So I'm still, I think, gonna watch,
Processing that one?
but I'm not gonna go in with high hopes.
Yeah.
My
Exactly.
friend who's like a diehard, like she literally wishes to this day that she can find a Jax like him, Charlie Hunnam, not
Yeah.
Jax Taylor from Vanderpump Rules. Um, I told her and she's like, "What the fuck are they doing? They're gonna mess everything up."
Oh no. They're just trying to like get the fan base around it, I guess.
Yeah, so it's like 10 years later, we all joined forces at this Comic-Con place, and then all of a sudden something happens. What? Okay. Well, I'll give the first episode a watch, but okay.
Interesting.
But yeah, other than that, didn't really watch a lot. I've just really been Vampire Diaries, Vampire Diaries. Every free moment I get, that's all I watch. So
It fits the fall vibe too, so that makes sense.
we'll
That
see.
track.
Well, it's not even that fall vibe because like they were just on summer break, and I'm like, but they're vampires, so they have to obviously like do
Yeah.
their vampy stuff. So yeah, I do love when it gets to this spooky times on the show because it's visually appealing. But anyway, yeah. I'll be watching The Shards tonight. Episode just came out 45 minutes ago, so I will talk about that next week.
Sounds good. Amazing. That's it. I mean, we short and sweet and a few crazy things in there, but we did it.
And as always, tell us what we should be watching. Definitely going to be watching The Lanterns because that you made it sound really good. So I'm going to watch that. Um, Also, Buccaneers just finished
Did.
filming, so I'm excited for that to come back.
Did. I am too. I
Oh,
really am. Not
it's our
wait.
sh it's our show.
Our show.
Um, you've got me into that show and I'm never gonna leave. But
No.
like, subscribe, all the things, give us recs that we need to watch, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week. Bye.